Hi there, everybody. Welcome to a chat with Glendora. Happy happenings. And welcome to the most important message that we have, and that's don't think about anything bad. See no evil. Hear no evil. Speak no evil. Don't give any of your life to bad thought. Don't give any of your time to bad thought, nor your energy, nor your thought. The little boy woke up in the middle of the night, thrashing and shouting, "The monsters! The monsters!" His mother came into his room, turned on the light. There's no monsters. But they were here. No, they were never here. You just thought they were here. So much of our thinking about bad just doesn't exist. It was Mark Twain who said, "I had terrible worries in my life." Most of them never happened. So you don't give any time, any life, any energy, or any thought to bad thought. Instead, you give your time, your life, and your energy and your thought to helping others, caring and sharing, empathy, sympathy, loving others. Cheer. Happiness. Humor. Enthusiasm. And you know you're very good at that. You are adept. Fully skilled. Well-versed. Adept. Proficient. And you do what your conscience tells you to do. And you don't do anything your conscience says don't do. And you, all of a sudden, you have a great release from guilt. You don't feel guilty anymore because you're doing what you should do. And you don't feel fear anymore because you've done what you're supposed to do. And another reason you don't feel fear anymore is that you finally understood what God is. God is love. God is love. And there's only love. There's only God. And let's see what comes next. You don't criticize. You don't complain. If you get angry, you keep your mouth shut until you have a chance to think it over and go at it correctly and calmly. You all of a sudden have a relationship with God that you wanted all of your life. You couldn't get your arms around God before because God was so big. What's going on, Amy?
Nothing.
And you keep your work up to date? You do the things you're supposed to do and keep them up to date?
Yeah. Do you want me to give you another joke that's on happy happenings?
Sure.
Change for $100.
Oh, a man walked into the office and asked for change for... The company's really not doing well. The man asked for change for $100 and they made him a partner. What's next, hon?
Labor-saving devices.
There are so many labor-saving devices on the market today, folks. You have to work all your life to pay for them.
Rummage sale.
The church had a rummage sale, and the woman volunteer said to the minister, "You see that little room over there?" "Yes." "Well, I sold everything in that little room over there." The minister sighed. "That's the cloakroom." Can I go back to telling them about
Sure.
happiness?
Sure.
Is that okay with you?
Sure.
Okay. So you keep your work up to date, and you, Glendora, you keep the articles going into the Advertiser hometown newspaper, the Glendora Vegetarian Club, and you keep up with the Regiment of Saintly Eating. And you know the wholeness of love. You know that this hand cut off from this body is not going to live. This hand cut off from the body is not going to live. And we, cut off from God, we're not going to live. That's the wholeness of God. And you want to know another big truth? That love is God, and God is love. And that's all there is to it. Love is God, and God is love. Oh, you say, well, I don't know what love is. That's a spirit, all that stuff. I don't know. Oh, yes, you do. You've known what love is ever since you were in your mother's arms. You want to know another big truth? God, love, is the only force there is. The only power there is. God, love, is the only force and the only power there is. If it isn't made by God, it doesn't exist. And another big truth. Since God is all that exists, and since you exist, you are some of God. You are not a sniveling little adolescent crying for the world on your own terms. You're some of God. You're strong, you're creative, you're loving, you're kind, you're accurate, you're happy. And you just keep building and building and building. And that tells you what your raison d'etre is. Why are you existing? Why were you created? What's your reason for being? Create. That's what God is all about, creating. 14 billion years, Big Bang. Every day better than the next. Every day better than the last. Every day better than the last. Every minute better than the last. Gets better and better and better. And that's our job. To make the universe go, grow, and glow. And there's another thing about God is love and God is everything there is. God, love is everything there is. Since love is everything there is, there's nothing to worry about. We got a couple more things. Never lie, steal, or cheat. Never lie, steal, or cheat. Never lie, steal, or cheat. And the last thing is go vegan. You're never going to make it with God. Putting your money down on the supermarket counter to pay people to do what they're doing to animals. You're never going to make it with God as long as you're cruel to animals or to anything or to anybody. Amen. Is your camera resting?
First happy happenings is Jamie Clark is a dropout.
Oh.
Second is Madeline Gallstone. Duplication April Jacobs bill, $155. Laptop for vegan recipes. Interesting email 2018. Glenn slept from 4:45 p.m. to 5:15 a.m. Nichols school teacher friend, 100 birthday party. Kim invited Glendora to Walter's 99th birthday party. Phil Eddy sent to Amy a link of Glendora's speech before ACM. Amy sent link to Vicky. Send it to YouTube and to Glenn's email. How do we get it to archives on SD? Vermont, very good. 14,300. Pay no attention to evil. Ready for new food cupboard. And that's it.
What day was that, dear?
This was January 21st.
Do you want to pause while you find January 22nd? Yet satisfaction.
Winter, 1/3 over.
Winter is 1/3 over.
Glenn and April, good conference last night.
Very good.
Amy likes to watch Mario on YouTube.
Somebody told me, Amy, he was lying on his back. This is Mario Cat. Was lying on his back with his feet in the air.
Amy sent ACM link to Grady. Trust refuses April invoice. April cogitates taking Glendora to Walter's 99th birthday in July.
She says, I'll be home in July and I'll take you.
Town Garage, Philmont, David said, sure, anytime you can help somebody.
Isn't that beautiful, folks? Do you hear that? The Town Garage in Philmont, New York. I said, you're very helpful to me. He says, listen, anytime you get a chance to help anybody, there's a man who knows. When all is said and done, the only thing that really matters is how do you treat others. Dave.
Jamie, before I come to work anymore, I want to get paid. Glendora said, you're through coming to work.
Yeah. She missed Friday with no show, no call, and Sunday with no show, no call. And then she says, before I come to work again, I want to get paid. When the agreement expressly for her was, you get paid the second Thursday you were here, and came last Thursday, she got paid. But she has no job. $226 she got paid.
Nichols took Jamie's side, so did Blakeman. Amy agreed with Glendora. And the last one is blind. Glendora can wash the dishes in the bathroom, tidy up the night table, and feed the birds out the window. She doesn't have to pay $15 an hour.
I guess not.
And then we have some jokes. Chinese telephone book.
Yeah, we did that one, hon. We did those jokes. Can you go on to more happy happenings? Chinese telephone book is not going to be published anymore. So there's so many wings and so many wongs. People are winging the wrong number.
Amy and Glenn did all of the work. Morning Glory Drawer 10.
Yep.
And Holy Agenda.
Every day we get the work done.
No outside help.
Right.
Amy brought Glenn Cookie Crunch M&Ms.
Oh, yes. Amy, tell the folks about the new M&M.
Well, they're M&Ms, but they, instead of having chocolate in the middle, they have this crunchy
Cookie Crunch.
Yeah, wafer that's like a cookie flavored.
I don't like all that chocolate. I like the candy coating on the outside. And of course, they'll have M&Ms red and white for Valentine's Day, won't they?
Yes.
Lent this year, folks, is February 14th, Valentine's Day. Easter is March the 28th. And you want to know something, folks? That spring, the vernal equinox, is not coming on the 20th or the 21st. No, it's coming on the 19th of March at 11 o'clock in the morning. Tuesday. The precision of God's creation. You got another so happy happening?
Amy and Glenn shared vegetables for Meals on Wheels.
Yes, we do that, pal.
Amy filled the tubs with clean diapers. Amy walked to work half the distance. Amy fed my friends behind garage and out the windows. And that's it.
What day was that, Darryl?
The 23rd.
Okay, thank you. January 24th is next.
Casserole. I did. 1,000 Islands. Ignition. Washing machine. Captain.
Excuse me, Amy. Go ahead.
Captain called from Ottawa. Glendora tried to help Ginley through Williams College student. Truck to Hall Museum. Jim Schulman about merry-go-round. What is merry-go-round?
Well, Jim Schulman and his wife gathered volunteers in Pittsfield, Massachusetts, Amy, and for 200,000 hours, they made the horses. They made them out of wood.
Wow.
And then they lacquered them and painted them and shined them. And then they opened a merry-go-round in Pittsfield. Isn't that a wonderful thing they did? And they got a grant, and the state built them a housing for the merry-go-round. Next, honey. That's
No Glenn speech on YouTube yet.
okay.
Walter to sleep.
Walter and I were talking on the telephone, and then all I heard was,
$400 not cashed.
haha.
Telephone, South America. Lisa McGee. John rest up from hospital. Start new food. Lieutenant Brown to Fort Bragg. April on way home.
Yes, from Fort Benning to Fort Bragg is approximately 500,000 miles, and he's going into his training to be a ranger in the infantry of the United States Army. I wonder if all the generals in the United States Army come from the infantry.
Okay.
Any more happy happenings?
Glenn fed the birds 6 cups of seeds. Patricia made a spinach and avocado sandwich. Glenn ate a whole avocado.
Wow. Ooh.
Glenn Vegetarian Club has a new article in the Advertiser.
Good.
Ad in Craigslist, $16 an hour from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m., 7 days a week, cooking and cleaning. Must have a car, Skodak.
Yeah, so we put an ad on Craigslist, $16 an hour, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m., 7 days a week, cooking and cleaning, must have a car, Skodak. We have received 2 answers, and I think one is hired. I think we've hired the person already. Starts Wednesday. As soon as she gets tires on her car. She's from Selkirk. Okay, any others, hon?
Mario Cat on YouTube lying on his back with his feet in the air. That's it.
Well, thank you. Is there anything you want to say before
No.
we pause? All right, folks. Nothing can separate us from the love of God. Nothing. Nothing can, because we're one with God. That is our true identity. We are some of God. God is everything there is. God is everything that exists. And since you exist, you're some of God. That's your true identity. Don't believe yourself as a sniveling teenager crying for the world on your own terms. Come now, all happiness. Caring and sharing we go. Caring and sharing. Happy all... Or all victorious. Come. Gone is the selfishness. Ego is out. Bye-bye.